making the biggest batch of pancakes that I think I've ever made. I decided to make us a big breakfast. So we're doing almond flour banana pancakes over here. All that I used is 1 cup of almond flour, 3 eggs and 1 egg white, and then 3 bananas, and mixed it all together. And then I added raspberries, pecans, and chocolate chips. Here's all of the ingredients. That's my bananas, that's the eggs, almond flour that I used, and all of the add-ins. These chocolate chips, you guys, so good. I cooked the pancakes in coconut oil. I'm also gonna put out some smoked salmon and maybe some scrambled eggs. I should probably go change because I'm wearing a white t-shirt and I'm cooking a lot. So I'm gonna do that while my green tea is being made. I've been having green tea instead of my matcha for the last 2 weeks. I really like intermittent fasting, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions on it. If it comes naturally to you and if you feel good doing it, all power to you, do it, listen to your body. But if it doesn't, don't force anything. I've found that it helps my PCOS, and that's mainly the reason that I do it. Also just the fact that I don't wake up hungry in the morning, and I prefer to have bigger meals. So this allows me to have kind of 2 to 3 bigger meals a day versus having 5 to 6 smaller meals, more spread out and more snacking, which a lot of my friends eat that way. There's nothing wrong with it. Just so I want to make that very clear. There's nothing wrong with being a snacker and having smaller meals, or doing intermittent fasting and having bigger meals in one sitting. It's just what works best for you, what works best for your digestive system. Let me flip my pancakes real quick. I switched my shirt too because, like I said, I did not want to spill on it. So, intermittent fasting. The reason I do it, what it even is. Intermittent fasting is basically just giving your digestive system a bigger time to rest. You have a very specific eating window. And I am not someone that follows intermittent fasting to a T. I don't wake up and tell myself, okay, I'm only allowed to eat from 12 p.m. to, let's say, 6 p.m. and then after that I'm done. I just know myself. I know that restriction doesn't work well for me, and I think that that's one of the biggest fears of intermittent fasting for people, that they feel like they're gonna be restricted. And I say you don't have to feel that way. You don't have to do that. Take whatever serves you from anything that you learn and implement that, and throw away everything else. I'm gonna flip my pancakes really quick. I feel them burning. You know, there's a lot of contradicting research on women who have PCOS and intermittent fasting and whether it helps or hurts you. And this is again where I go back to listening to your body. But in my particular case, I find that intermittent fasting helps a ton. Women who struggle with PCOS have insulin resistance, and we have a lot of sugar spikes, and our body doesn't know what to do with that. So intermittent fasting helps with those sugar spikes, because for example, for someone who's a snacker and they are always eating throughout the day, every couple of hours, their sugar levels go up. And then insulin, which is a hormone, it helps you utilize it, and we just don't do that the right way. Women who have PCOS, that rest and digest stage is very, very important. I follow it in a very kind of intuitive, loose way. If I wake up and I'm hungry, I will eat, but that almost never happens. It sometimes happens when I'm on my period. That's when I usually wake up hungry. But other than that, I don't have an appetite usually till about 12 p.m. and that's when I'll have my first meal. And then I'll eat maybe around like 3 or 4, and then one more time around 6 p.m. and then I'm done. But again, this changes if I'm like going out to dinner late, or if I just feel that I need another meal later at night, I will eat it. So I do follow intermittent fasting. I've gotten tons of questions about it. I figured I might as well cover it in this video. You can take anything, and you don't have to be 0 to 100 with it. You can be at like a solid 70% and feel really good and still have food freedom, which is, when it comes to things that are important to me, food freedom and feeling good, functioning good, having a regular period, and having my digestive system run properly, having good skin, all of that is right equivalent. So it's just making the two work and figuring out the best way to do that. Anyways, I have to put the second batch of pancakes on, so I'm gonna do that right now. Can't believe that this year is over. I feel like this is gonna be the year that we try living in Portland, which is just a prediction. I don't know. I keep feeling very drawn to Portland, Oregon, and having this almost like crisis of feeling like I have outgrown LA, just in terms of my own experience here, and I could see myself feeling more at home in Portland, Oregon, just in terms of like the people and the environment and the experience as a whole and what people in Portland care about. Not that people in LA don't care about those things, but I think more so just as a community, I think Portland, Oregon cares about a lot of the things that I care about. We kind of go back and forth. Like I have a lot of roots here in LA and my parents moved here. My parents are gonna be living in San Diego. Ouchies, my arm hurts so bad. They bought a house in San Diego, so obviously, you know, it's a big decision. And I don't know how I feel about it yet. I mean, literally, look at this. I miss it. I felt very good there. I felt very like wholesome, and everyone that I met was just so nice, and they cared about the environment and their health. The air was clean, and there was lots of greenery, and there was all these parks that you could go to, and pottery, thrift shops, like all the things that I just want to like immerse in. And I love LA. I do. I feel like I have had such like a pivotal experience here. Oh my god, this video is going to be so long. I have to stop talking. I'm done. This is supposed to be a full day of eating. I'm so sorry. Alright, so I just finished making some lunch, and if you're wondering what this is, these are just sun-dried organic tomatoes and olive oil. They're so good. I've been adding them to pretty much everything, but if you add them to plain white rice, they make the white rice phenomenal. Then I also have some mixed scrambled eggs, some pan-fried kale, and marinated artichoke on the side as well. So that's the savory part of my lunch. I'm also gonna have some fresh raspberries on the side, and I will most definitely be finishing off with chocolate. This one is just unroasted dark chocolate with pink sea salt, and this one's just plain 100% cacao dark chocolate, which I do like to eat, believe it or not, but if you just like have them together, they are really, really good. What it needs is maybe like a little bit more honey, so I'm just gonna drizzle that as I eat it.
One mushroom. Reheating.
Pecans. I'm starving and I'm cold, but we just got it from Ralph's. We picked up all the goodies to make a homemade curry.
Many spices, coconut milk, chicken, loose mushrooms.
Here's what we got: light coconut milk, coriander seed, cumin. This is just curry powder, some sweet peas, some lemongrass, pepper. Listen, something we had to get pre-made because I was not about to make all this. So we got some frozen white rice, but it's fine. And then we got some organic free-range chicken thighs, carrots, and mushrooms. Here we go, curry recipe. Alright, so step one was just sauteing the onion and some olive oil and letting it kind of sit there for a little bit. Step two is going to be adding the ginger and the garlic and then letting that sit for a few minutes. And then we're going to add the veggies, the chicken, and the coconut milk. Ginger. I hope that's enough ginger.
It's not a lot, but
Could add some
definitely
more.
flavor it.
Yeah.
What do we have here? You put the
Garlic
spices
powder.
right in the pan, huh?
Yeah, I said to add like fresh garlic, but we don't have that. So do garlic powder, and I'm just gonna let that. Okay, the ginger and the garlic and the onion have been sitting there. Now we're gonna go ahead and add curry powder. I don't know like how much. So this is the stuff that we're just, why isn't it coming up?
Oops.
Yeah, I don't know
There
how
she goes.
much, but
Well, see, if just all that's just be covered with the paste and the powders. But
Okay.
we don't have the paste, which I think is probably thick. So
Yeah.
that's probably good. I mean,
pepper, chicken, salt and pepper.
Okay.
Add more olive oil to the pan.
okay.
I think it's time to add the coconut milk. So I'm gonna add the whole thing, and I'm gonna add a little bit of almond flour to it, and then just a tiny bit of coconut sugar, like maybe 2 tablespoons max. This recipe actually didn't call for it, but I'm gonna add it anyways because I like my curries to be a little bit sweeter.
Hey, look at that.
Look at
Looks like
that.
curry. How'd you get orange?
I don't know. If only you guys could smell this right now, I think that you would all be very, very proud of me because it smells lovely. The only thing is the thickness. I definitely should have gotten regular coconut milk. All right, guys, so we have our bowls of rice, and we're gonna pour the curry right on top of it. Yay. It smells so wonderful. I'm so excited. Should I do first taste test?
Do a first taste test.
I'm dripping.
Drip, go. Get it in your mouth. It looks really hot still.
So my camera ended up dying right as we both took a bite. But I would give that curry a solid like 6 or 7 out of 10. It grew on me more as I ate it. At first I was like, you know, not like what I wanted, but I'm thinking of like the best curry I've ever had, which is in Summer Buffalo. It's this restaurant here in Los Angeles, and it's so good. It's so good. So obviously I can't compare it to that. I think it was really good. It just didn't have enough sweetness because I actually did not have any coconut sugar anymore. So I didn't sweeten it correctly, or at least it wasn't sweet enough in my opinion. But Nick really liked it. He loved it. Yeah, we did finish it. I had like 3 bowls. So definitely, like, the more I had it, the more I wanted it. The only other thing I would change is like how I sliced the ginger, because I feel like I could actually taste the ginger pieces, or like I was kind of biting into the ginger pieces, so that wasn't great. But other than that, I would definitely make it again. I just think I would use full fat coconut milk. I would definitely have some kind of sugar, like coconut sugar or brown sugar or whatever. And what else would I do? I don't know. Other than that, I feel like it was really good. Yeah, those are my 2 changes. And then I also had a lot of chocolate. I had like 3 pieces of this. Then I had these chocolate chips and these chocolate chips as well. I had literally 3 bowls of that curry, and I feel so full, but also very like nice and warm and cozy. The one thing that I learned from my acupuncturist is how important it is for your gut to have warm meals, like soups and curries and anything that has a lot of spices in it. So that's my little tip. Eat more soups, drink more like hot teas, hot beverages, and eat your curry. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. What I eat in a day. We're off to Vermont on Monday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna film there. I'll see if I am, but if not, I will see you guys probably once we're home, which is gonna be on the 2nd of January. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.